Hi everyone, it is Jen from Sundae Baubles here with a short and sweet video. Short because I'm featuring condensed versions of longer videos that are in the works for glass jewelry and moonstones. By the end of this video, you'll be able to identify 4 different types of glass jewelry that you may want to add to your collection. Sweet because some of this jewelry looks an awful lot like candy. And we're going to start with iridescent glass. Now, this beautiful glass is actually the precursor to Aurora Borealis or AB glass. In 1856, a chemist in Hungary developed a method to achieve iridescence in glass. In 1858, French porcelain painter Briançon invented a similar luster treatment for porcelain. To achieve iridescence in glass, it's exposed to fumes containing metallic substances, and this method creates the thinnest possible layers. The thicker the finish or more layers of iridescence, the more mirror-like the finish would be. You may be surprised to learn that these beads did not immediately take off. In fact, it was initially seen as a bit of an abomination, and it wasn't until the Parisian exhibition that they took off in popularity, in part because the American tastes loved the beautiful rainbow-colored glass. Speaking of American tastes, the next strand we're going to look at include a combination of uranium glass and rosaline, or pink-colored beads. In the 1930s, Joseph Riedel introduced pink to his line of glassware, and this was done by adding selenium into the glass. While it was manufactured in continental Europe, it was popular primarily in Britain and the USA. These beads are a combination of uranium and selenium glass, creating an interesting effect. Uranium glass was manufactured since the 19th century. The selenium glows a subtle pink, and the uranium is a vibrant green under UV light, and when paired together, they're almost peachy by daylight. Next up, I'd like to share a strand with you that was repurposed from multiple strands. Sometimes the original silk or cord grows very weak through the years, and those pieces should be saved and repurposed. This one, in particular, includes special beads and looks a lot like candy. This necklace contains a variety of glass from the 1920s through the 1950s. The beads are full of hidden surprises and showcase a variety of specialty glass and glassmaking techniques. Under black light or UV light, they glow orange, green, and pink. What does glass glow under UV light? Well, it's the addition of different elements, and these elements are added to affect the coloration of the glass. Glass with cadmium added to it generally looks yellow or orange by daylight, and under UV light conditions, it becomes a vibrant orange. Selenium is added to glass to create pink, and becomes a glowing pink under UV light. And under natural light, uranium glass is most commonly yellow or green, but does come in blue and other colors as well. Under UV light, it turns a bright, vibrant green color. Next up, we have a figural candy necklace. Now, this one is made of milk glass, and I date it to the mid-20th century. That said, milk glass is much, much older. Milk glass was invented in 17th century Italy, and often has a translucent property to it when it's used to form plates or vessels. It was manufactured in white, pink, blue, and yellows, and a competitor for porcelain. Sometimes it was also referred to as opal glass in the 19th century, not to be confused with opaline. I adore these beads. The combination of white with lampwork glass accents in pink, blue, yellows, and red are really a triumph in design. Glass was often used to emulate gemstones, and the Victorians were particularly fond of moonstones. So, rather obviously, some glass was created to emulate moonstones. A little-known form of art glass that was created at the turn of the 20th century is known as blue moonglow glass. A precursor to moonstone glass and moonglow lucite is moonglow glass, and this was made of several layers, a transparent blue over an opaque white, as shown in this brooch. This ring is another example of a moonstone simulant, and this is moonstone glass from the Art Deco period. What is it that makes a moonstone desirable? It's its translucency and its adularescence. And if we take a look at this example, you can see that blue flash in the cabs, and this is the property of adularescence. That is what the glassmakers were trying to emulate in their art glass. This silver Art Deco dress clip is an excellent example of moonstone jewelry from the Art Deco period. It is studded with marcasites and extremely well set and quite sparkly, and of course showcases the blue adolescence of these two moonstones. René Lalique and Tiffany also used these gemstones frequently during the Art Nouveau period, and artisans also chose them often for their arts and crafts creations. Full videos on moonstones, as well as glass jewelry and its history, are in the works. These subjects absolutely deserve their own deep dive, but the next video will be all about diamonds and the evolution of diamond cuts. Big thanks to my friend Jeanette over at Janda Panda's Treasures, who sent me this wonderful old cut diamond crystal. Spoiler alert, we know it's an old cut because the coolet has been lopped off. Don't forget, there is still time to enter the Let's Make a Deal live that is planned for the end of the month. All you have to do to enter is subscribe to the channel, like the video, and add a comment. Good luck to everyone, and see you again soon.